Alright guys, welcome back to Decisive Campaigns Barbarossa, turn 21, game 5. And we are confronted with a gigantic goddamn army that has no history. Look at that readiness too. You think he's going to be able to walk a block? I don't think so. And it makes me wonder what I want to do here, because gosh, I had a fearful moment there that I sent him over the river. Let's go hunt for the enemy. We do have to block and guard this side of the river here. Oh, this is awful. Their readiness is so bad. It's way worse than I thought it was going to be. Come on, Slovaks. Okay. And remember, each of the farthest back units that I leave, and that's a relation on this, right? What 1st Panzer units I have covering this area is an anchor to how far forward we can go with 17th Army. So I want to get rid of that as soon as possible. Meaning that I want to be able to move these guys away from Cherkasy and to the east. Wow. Alright, guys. Let's get up to the front. 10th Infantry. Anybody left? That's it. That's it. Wow. I wasn't really able to get anyone over as far as I wanted. They're so tired. Okay, what am I going to do here? I mean, we technically could. How are you doing? What's the entrenchment's 100? Readiness is 100. They're ready for a fight. My guys are kind of weak. And I've got nothing to... No. I've got nothing to follow up on. Alright, let me get over... Welcome to the swamp. Ooh. Yeah, I've got nothing to move into there. I want him there, but I also don't want these guys attacking and having my headquarters right there. It's not good. Yeah, you can't attack with units you don't have, Jason. If you missed it from the last session, I'm going to say it now up front. My interview with Nicholas Moran, the chieftain, is now live. I did interview him before, 5 years ago, and it's scary how fast 5 years goes by. That time I interviewed him about his process for going and researching tanks at the National Archives. Very, very interesting. Go into this place and you ask for boxes, and there's a whole procedure to it. You can't bring anything in except like a pencil and paper, and maybe there's something interesting in the box and maybe there isn't. Maybe somebody's been in the box before. Maybe nobody's been in there since 1945. And maybe somebody left a little note of what's in the box and maybe they didn't, so it's really, really interesting. This time we looked at tank development in the interwar period, how 7 nations looked at the problem of how do we make a tank, because the World War I tanks, they were a new idea. They weren't that great. What do you do with this thing? Do you make a land battleship with a lot of turrets pointing in every direction? What do you focus on, right? Do you want it to be fast? Do you want it to be heavy? And so each nation had its own problems and constraints, bottlenecks, and ideas. And so that really impacted on how it turned out. And I wanted to contrast that with developing space vehicles today. How do you make a space fire truck or ambulance, right? A space cop car. How do you make a space tank? what does it look like, right? And we talked a little bit about that. So taking parallels from that interwar period and applying them to today. So that'll be linked to in the description below, and also at the end of the video I'll have it pop up. All right, let's get back to annihilating. This looks weak. Doo-doo-doo. Alright, and that frees up 2 Panzer units from Panzer 1. I'm going to have you come over here a moment. And let's see, 244, 172. All right. We will compress you like this. Oh, we need that. Okay. 345. Who's the weakest? You look like the weakest. Okay. Try and get 4th Army units the heck out of here. Alright folks, this could be it. This could be the end of the 44th Army and the 51st Army. It's actually helpful to have all those guys in there. There it goes. 52,000. 53,000. Jesus. Alright. Again, this is a strategy I've never done before. I've never brought 2nd Panzer south like this. It's a brand new idea for me anyway. Hey, you go where I tell you. This bothers me. But I need to get up here and relieve these guys. I can't be distracted. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to let 4th Army take care of itself. Trying to make a hole such that we lost 200? No way. And get around behind these guys. That was a total misclick. Okay. It's not great. I didn't really seal it off. Let's see if I can. All right. 62. What can I do with you? Nothing. Okay. All right, the goal now is to try and move 4th Army east and north to help out. Good. I want to start doubling up if I can. Good, he's back in command radius. Engage. This is a swamp. And 102 versus 132. So the place where we have a big advantage is here. It's not a huge one, but yeah, wow. That really didn't go so well. Just checking their retreat scores. Okay, so we still have a very odd thing happening here that I'm not happy with. Kind of want to reassign Panzer I to Army Group Center. Problem is this. But I suppose I could push the 6th Army down there. Let's see how they can do. Alright. You can't do anything. You can't do anything. Wow. I expect you guys to do better. This is not good. It's absolutely not good. Okay. Is there anybody left? If I can get 6th Army across the river and do blocker stuff here, I can free up 1st Panzer to go deal with this, and I think I want to do that. This is very unusual for me. I've never done this before. Where are you? Okay. Can you? Well, we can get on the road to a bridge. Unfortunately, we have tons of fuel. Alright, let's see how we can do going around the back. Okay. Can't say I expected that. To me, this was a thing that needed to happen. So that's why I went back and took the punch to the face, as it were. You can go. So that's not good. What about this? Good. No. Not quite strong enough. Back up. So it's interesting though. I've tried to be creative and do stuff I've never done before. Second army. Not a lot of motion. I'm gonna try and get them over here because they'll need to cover the ground and maybe come up behind Second Panzer to block off the enemy here. It wasn't great, but it was worth it. I'd do it again. How's our entrenchment? 50. It's not great. Okay. I guess we're not going forward in that area then. I'm trying to get this spot, but... Well, we have surrounded these guys. Okay. No, you're fine. I don't think they'll get out of there. This, they might escape from this. I've got just nothing else. I can't move anybody. I can't go in there. So they might get to here, and then I gotta run around behind them again, but I'll probably catch them next turn. Look at these guys. They are way out there. I'm going to get penalized for it, but... I mean, you can't even... Well, I guess you can. The question is, can they do anything in time? Yeah, see, I got nothing for it. Okay. I don't think that they can advance in time to Kyiv. I think I'll get there next turn. I gotta get you off that peninsula. I hate it. Alright. Let's figure this out first. I'm gonna double up in there. So what can attack here? A lot. Yeah. Not great, but it's acceptable. It gets them out of there. Yeah, what I really want to do is get around behind them. Take this out next turn. Yeah. Readiness level isn't bad. Huh? It was a gamble. I didn't know that I'd destroy them. I thought actually it might take 2 turns, but totally worth it. Get that readiness of 100%. Is there nowhere else you can go? You either. Let's just let the SS go after it. Finish it off. Alright. One thing is I'm not going out there. I am not going out there and getting surrounded on 4 sides. Not yet. Oh. Well, that sucks. The tanks are stuck. Yeah, I'm gonna try it though, because it's kind of worth it. Now, what do we got here? Yeah, it's just simple. I have to start taking risks of some kind, doing some damage and knocking them around. No more? Okay. Not enough. There will be, though. Oh, is that? No. That's the garrison, isn't it? Yeah. I was looking for my siege cannon. Okay, it's gone from here. Oh, no. That's an occupation division. I wonder if it disappears from the map. Because it would have come up this way. That's the 3rd occupation division. And it's got to get on this rail line. How's it going to do that? Go back into the Reich and come back out? Huh. Well, yeah, I'm just going to wait. In this case, I don't see any point in attacking the garrison at Tallinn. Do see the point in attacking this. With such firepower, we actually have too much. Alright, now that's a good casualty ratio. Okay. I really want to move you, but I can't. I could bring you more fuel. I could. I just don't have enough movement points. Nothing. Nada. Nothing to attack. But things are improving. We are freeing up some people here now. I gotta figure this out. This is the last section. Okay. How strong are you? 54. It looks tough, but it ain't. Wow, we did a number on them. Alright, let's destroy this, which will free up any number of units. As far as it can go. What about you? Ooh, I like that. Can you go? No? Okay. Nobody's going to come around and attack me there. But I need that. No, maybe I don't. Yeah. Let's see. Can't attack it with anything. It has a strength of 19. It's just too good of a target to pass up. Look at that. That's just pure intuition right there. As to, I can't tell you to do that. I can't tell you how I know that that's probably a good idea. But I see it and I'm willing to do it. How are you? Outside of command radius. But not anymore. So stop whining. How's your readiness? 35. Big numbers. And you? About the same. I'm tired. But we do have tanks. 2 to 1. Not fantastic, but it does push them back. Okay, they attacked here last turn. Change that to 50. I wish I had one more unit to strengthen them up with, but I do not. Okay. I think that's all I can do right now. It was kind of a quick turn. Push them back to the B line here. We're waiting on the siege cannon, which I can't even find. I might be able to find it in here. No, I don't even know what unit it's attached to. I'm not going to go hunting for it. Alright. I mean, I do like what we're doing around here with very limited resources. And this kind of thing, we'll surround and destroy this, we'll destroy this, we'll come up and destroy this. And that will free us up eventually to be able to nuke this and get on to Moscow, I hope. But will it take till November? That's the part that worries me. And I got to get 6th Army down into here because they will be coming. And this is just a mess. Alright. Propaganda. Will you do a film crew? I suppose so. Hurt bond box feelings again. Alright, let's do the big one. Army Group South to... I can't send it to Kurvograd. You wouldn't let me? I want to put it here. And we're close to getting this. It's just, and we've got our fuel supply again. Although I did move them even farther north, which it's going to hate. Odessa, Cherkasy, Kyiv, Lvov. I don't want to move it to Cherkasy. That's way up here. It's only 4, but then why not just wait a turn? Oh, I've got to get. I've got to leave it where it is. I've got to get 1st Panzer back south first before I even think about doing anything like this. Or I've got to capture that city. Darn it. I don't know why it won't let me go to the city that I want. Airfield Army Group South. Okay. Let's think about that. Where is it? It's at Perskiro. Go to Kirovograd. Kyiv doesn't have one. Oh, Kyiv does have one. I mean, I might put it there for now. And it's so far away it can't reach the tanks anyway. It's going to take a turn. Ugly. Okay. Well, there's tons of political points, so we're going to do all the fancy footwork we can. Refits. Just do everything we can to support our troops. I do not want to change the forward supply base in Army Group North or Army Group Center. And I think that's it. He tried to break out. Thought I put the units back on. Oh well. Very weak unit, tank division of 4. Yeah, it's about the same, maybe worse on my end. Okay, saving. Okay, a little more visibility up here, I think. Some strong units. We'll go after this one. It is on the beeline after all. Okay, some room to expand, some units to beat up on. Backed off out of there. That's really interesting. I have to see if I can take that unit out to surround these two. Supply is okay, it looks like, in this area. They didn't try and counterattack again, I don't think, although they're beefing up, so I gotta get there pretty quick. So we'll compress and destroy this. Then we'll come around behind all this and try and cut it off. All this stuff. And then we'll do this. And then we'll do this. And then we'll be able to go this way. That's the plan. The 6th Army has got to get down here. We have no intelligence about what's happening in this area. 11th Army is on a rest for another 4 days, I think. Yep. And 17th Army, I'm going to keep marching this way while leaving pickets along the side of the river until I get 6th Army independently out here like this. And then we've got to move the supply base. Maybe the move to Tricassi is the right one, because it kind of is close to this, and it's not any farther away than Prescuro. And look again, our tank, our truck situation, not good. Not good. But it's not going to be any better down here. I should have given him a truck segment of 40. I mean, he asked for 12. I don't know. I thought it was enough. Yeah, we don't get anything exciting. No big changes, just supply bases in an airfield. That's not what I want, you know. I still don't see the siege cannon. Yeah, maybe it had to go up like this. I don't know. It'll get there when it gets there, I guess. Okay, well, let's go through our reports. They got closer. They gotta roll that 10%. Okay, no surprises there. Fourth Army still has a division outside of command range, huh? Yeah. Okay. Army Group Center. That's south now. Yeah, this... insufficient truck columns. Maybe because we're doing maintenance as well? That would take them out of the pool. The Reichskommissar of Ukraine. Okay. We destroyed 19 Army headquarters and 294 divisions. Like, how many do you have to destroy? That's insane. Okay, same as before. Oh, maybe I went from 4 to 5. I don't know. It's just such poor performance. Loss assessment very low. Yeah. Battle reports. Seems like we're doing good. Nothing in Army Group North as far as the counterattack. 1 counterattack by the Soviets. 7 attacked 2 divisions. Southwest of Bryansk. Interesting. And Army Group South. Nothing special. So that's somewhere. Oh yeah, that was the attempted breakout. Okay. All right. Logistics. It's doing good in the north. It's doing good in the center. But in the south, no trucks available. Rail's fine. So what's going on with the trucks? This is it here. Boy, that distance penalty. That is brutal. So how many are we short? 30? 40? We're short a lot. And we'll get a bunch back with repair. Because half of them almost are in repair. All right, let's look at our charts. Another good turn. $145,000 or so. Soviets destroyed. Yeah, we know what's going on here in Army Group South. Relationships are pretty good. Who's the 61? Sheesh. Von Bach. Political points are fine. I have to capture something. Trains are fine. The trucks are generally pretty good. They probably will get better when their refit gets done. Lift-off is good. What's going on? Probably fuel. I like what's happening in the north for partisans, steadily coming down. Alright, the temperatures are stabilizing a little bit here, unlike me. I saw this and I felt like I left it there, but I probably didn't. Alright, you know the drill. Likes, comments, subscriptions, all appreciated because that's the only way this channel will grow. If you know somebody who would like this content, please share it with them. Again, they're not going to find it on their own. YouTube doesn't show this channel enough. So, you know, if you're here watching, I appreciate it. Go check out that interview I did with Nicholas Moran. It's a really in-depth one. It's a lot of fun. And maybe you'll like some of the other stuff on the Cold Star Space and Defense channel. That's my company, and the Cold Star Project is a space and defense show that I host. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.